Anthony. Thank you for the request for your song, which is Δυο Καρδιες by Toli Voskopulou. Now this song here is in F minor, so it's again F natural minor. So again, like the video that I showed yesterday, I would probably look at it like this. So that's the fingering for the natural minor scale. Thing to note is that Bouzouki does another version of this in his live CD that's in 4/4. This song is a Kalamatiano. So Kalamatiano, as we know, is 7/8 or 7/4, depends how you chart it, but it's probably better charted 7/8 because of the count, which is 1 2 3 1 2 1 2. To think about that, so what that means is that the pulses that are happening through the song, which is ba 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 ba, which is 1 2 3 1 2 1 2. That's what 7/8 is referring to. So the 1 2 3 are eights. If you were to chart them as 4, it would be what's called a dotted quarter note, and it would be da da da. So that would just show the pulses only. Whereas with 7/8, if you chart it like that from a visual perspective, you can see that it's 1 2 3 1 2 1 2. Now I listened to this track quite carefully, and I think at some points because back then I think they were playing live and without metronomes and stuff, or as close as they could because it wasn't digital. There is a part where the beat sort of slows down, and that could be confusing. But it's still in time. You can they recapture it. They sort of just fluctuate the tempo, not so much the beat. So that's that. So as we said, it's from F minor. That's your F minor there. F, A flat, C, F. It's just 2 Fs. The octave. Okay. So let's play the song and listen to it. So it goes. Now that's the first part. So the way I do it is I start on F on the 8th fret here. Really slow. Now mind you, you don't have to use the fingers that I'm using in this video. These are just the notes that they're playing. These fingers work easy for me because of the way that I've trained, you know, just doing exercises, things like that. So yeah, my fingers have stretched and it's easier for me. So you probably can go that's a lot of movement for me, and I can space it up like that for me. It works better for me. Okay, so that's the first part. So let's go back. So just noticing that before what we just played, I noticed that he goes in. So it's basically, he starts in. So they might even do it like that. They might go. That's another way of doing it. Okay, now we're going to go from the start again, and I'll play it with them. Come to the second part of the song, which again is tricky. Now what happens here is this. Same thing, but it's just doubling up the notes, and this is where the fluctuation happens with the tempo, because it's an odd time signature, so that might throw you out. But it still works. So I'll try and do it. I'll try and play it now, and hopefully you can see it, and then we'll go through it a bit more. That's the first part. So that part there, the last part, is just, it's quite simple. So if you'd like to think about it, possibly call it C or Do sak, whichever way you know. I always use English or Western style. It's easier, not solfege. That's what it's called. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, si, do is called solfege. In the English system, they change Si to Ti, so they say Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Again, whatever works. So yeah. So here, the last part, because I said, and we'll get back to the middle part, is what happens here is going, that's the violin. So you can't replicate the bow. So it'd probably be best just to go. Do it again. Okay. Now, so he's going, before that he's going. Another way. It doesn't really matter as long as it sounds quite good, and it doesn't sound, you're not switching octaves or doing unorthodox things. Okay, so the second, going back to the second part again. A breakdown. So it's the same thing. You can start. I start with the first finger the second time because of the double notage. So the whole theory behind that is that so I don't have to jump. It's just easier. It's already there. So the second finger is there. This is just a preference of mine. Probably not how they've played it, but yeah. So the second time around, it's. Continue that ending as well. That yeah. So the second part again, just playing it again. I'll just play it with the with the track, and then we'll run through it again one more time. Okay, so you've got it there. I'm sure it's come out well in the video. Look, if you still feel that you're not getting it, just inbox me, send me an email or contact me Instagram, YouTube, wherever it's easier for you, and I'd be happy to run through it with you, and we'll go through it individually. Yeah, so I guess that's a good start. One more thing I want to talk about, the rhythm part. So if you were to be holding the chords, it'd be like, at the start there's so I'll play the start again and I'll show you what I mean. There's cuts, they're called cuts. So yeah, I made a couple of mistakes and I stopped there, but that's okay. I'm not worried about those. Yeah, so that's all for this video. I hope you go well with it, Anth. The key takeaway points for this video is the song's in F natural minor. That's the key it's in. It's a Kalamatiano, 7/8. So 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 is the breakdown of it. The pulsing is, even though they're going da da dun da dun da 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 dun da da. So they're emphasizing on different points, and because it's an odd time signature, that may throw you out. So you might not feel it or whatever. But if you listen to it a couple of times and you break down what I've played, it should make things a bit easier for you. I like to play it all on the one string for sound purposes. For me, I don't like going in for something that I don't need to. That's just a personal preference of mine. If you like to play up and down, that's okay. And whatever can help you do the song, perform, play at home, whatever you like. Okay, so that's it for this video. Thank you, and look forward to your responses, and don't forget to hit subscribe and give me some more requests for you guys out there that want to learn some songs. Thanks.